The basement level here in Orcs Must Die 3 is definitely set up as a trap, but if you can outsmart it, then you'll be able to get full skulls. Here's how to do it. So we are set up here on a platform high above this lower floor, and usually being able to knock orcs off the destined platform is your ticket to success, being able to eliminate them. But in this case, they would be able to recover and then run up these ramps to be able to make it around and have an additional entry point to make it into the rift. So we would actually prefer being able to eliminate the orcs on their path to the rift rather than just knocking them off and having to deal with them later. The loadout I am using is a combination of traps that I have found to be very effective, and here is how we are going to set up for wave 1. We have orcs coming through this very short pathway to be able to get straight into the rift. So we are going to use the rip saws, anything with saws, just shreds orcs to bits, and then set up a little bit of a butterfly corner to distract them here, and we're going to be able to guard just this narrow area. With whatever weapon you choose, you'll be able to get through them very quickly. So now we're going to fast forward as we smash these orcs. Wave 2 is taking us to another part of the map. This is a common trend here in Orcs Must Die 3 in that the early waves will just introduce you to the types of enemies that you're going to be facing throughout the different areas of the map and through the different doors, because they're often different types of enemies. So we're just going to establish a little extra set of saws here and then place down the butterflies, the rip saws, and we are good to go. Wave 3 introduces yet another door, so we are going to pick up some of our traps to be able to have more funds to guard this corner of the map, be able to set up again over here and guard out of these two positions. But we're just setting up an identical trap line on this side here, and we are going to have to guard this angle a little bit more carefully ourselves. Personally, watch over the orcs here because we have fewer traps set up. The other side, I believe, still had the butterfly door and one of the saws on the floor, so we're going to have to add some extra damage per second on this corner. Wave 4, and this is where the waves are going to start to run in together. And at this point, we have also been able to gather enough funds to build our centralized defenses around our rift, which is kind of the defensive position that we are going to hold and maintain for the rest of the game here. So we're going to move around, pick up all of the traps that we can so we have the maximum amount of funds. And now this rift looks very exposed, but the way the platform is set up, it allows us to place these barriers in situations that will force the orcs into actually a fairly long path around it. And this will enable us to, let's see here, get my positioning right, be able to put down a lot of traps that will make a very dangerous corridor for the orcs to pass by. It also allows us to have an excellent corner here for some archers, able to have a very good firing angle, and based on the enemy types in this particular level, they do not really have anything that is going to be able to wipe out those archers. They don't bring grenadiers or the dynamite archers to be able to wipe out those sets of elf archers that you place yourself. So now it's just a matter of thinning out the herd and keeping the orcs from making it around to the rift. We get only a brief reprieve before the orcs come back at us, so we are going to want to set up, put the ripsaws back in positions that we had actually pulled them out of before, down on this wave. And now we should be able to defend that corner. Have the orcs coming out of that side thinned out considerably, and as we gain extra funds, we will continue to bolster those defenses and try and replicate them on the other side as well. we get a slight break here, and from now on, all of the waves are going to run directly into each other, and all of the doors are going to be used. So we need to be prepared for orcs of all kinds from all angles. I like being able to combo traps together using the tar pits to hold the orcs in place a little bit longer, so we're going to set up that on this side here, and then we're also going to add a few more of the saws on the floor here, kind of in our central defensive position. Be able to bolster this a little bit more, and on the next wave we'll try and break off to the right side and be able to do a similar tactic. Seconds to go, so we're going to hoof it across and then lay down the tar on this side, and actually laying down one of the saws just after the tar is brilliant. Right now I have the upgrade to the tar that will keep the enemies slowed down for a little bit longer, and that means that they are slow enough that even when the skinny saw blade is there, they will die when it triggers rather than being able to run over it and dodge its attack. Let me know in the comments what tactic you guys have used to be able to succeed at this map. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and hope you are able to also get full skulls on this level. Thank you guys, and have a good one.